Hey everyone, I need your attention for 1 minute. This is not one of those ads. This is something that has changed my entire life. If you've been listening to this podcast, you know that this is all about personal development as the foundation for everything good in your life. And this podcast is now sponsored by Growth Day, which is the world's first all-in-one personal development app. I mean, oh my gosh, can you imagine having everything all in one place that you need to create the life that you want? Now you can. So if you've been struggling with your motivation, your mood, your productivity, or your purpose, you have to check this out. Growth Day helps you consciously change your life and achieve your potential. It has all the self-improvement tools, motivational classes, and life coaching all in one place. So many of us want to improve our lives, but the question is how? Where do we start? What do we use? How do you get unstuck? How do you make self-improvement stick? Well, research shows how. It's when you consistently journal, track your habits, set goals, learn from empowering mentors, and challenge yourself that you'll be happier, healthier, and more successful. But let me ask you something. Where do you actually do all of your personal development work? I have to tell you that over 300,000 people use Growth Day for a reason. It works. It's the world's #1 software for self-improvement. Growth Day has an amazing mindset journal that I absolutely love, a habit tracker, and a goal-setting system. In fact, I bet if you went to my stories this week, you probably saw me using the journaling app and telling you to do it too, because it's the first time that journaling has ever actually stuck consistently in my life because of this app. And best of all, Growth Day has live inspirational classes every single week from the world's top motivational speakers and life coaches. These are people who have impacted my life in huge ways. These are mentors who I already knew and loved. In fact, this is something that's so huge for me, you guys. I personally teach a class in Growth Day every single month, and it is one of the most fun things that I get to do, and I'd love to see you there. These classes will truly shift your life. There's always something new that you will learn. So join me and 300,000 achievers growing our lives with actual real intention. Visit growthday.com/Lori for a free trial. Yes, you can try this for free. So go to growthday.com/Lori and go live your best life. You guys, that's growthday.com/Lori. And I can't wait to see you there.
Don't give up. I say, don't give up. If you have a dream, you have a passion, and it's in your heart, follow it.
Welcome to the Earn Your Happy podcast. I'm Lori Harder, founder of Light Pink, best-selling author, 3-time fitness world champion, and I'm a crazy, multi-passionate entrepreneur. My journey has taken me everywhere, from being a broke waitress, barista, retail associate, and personal trainer with massive anxiety and no belief in myself, to later becoming a multi-millionaire in love with my life. In 2007, my husband and I lost everything. We found ourselves hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt at rock bottom. We had no ideas, and I had no education to fall back on. This is when I found personal development and learned everything I could about business. Not by choice, but because I realized no one was coming to save me. The conversations on this podcast are going to let you know that you're not alone and that we all feel like we don't know what we're doing. We're going to give you the tools to help you face your fears, take action, start your business, and grow those massive dreams that are keeping you up at night. It's time to create a life that you can't hide from and put so much on the line that your higher self is forced to come out. You're going to stop waiting for someone to approve of you, and you're going to anoint yourself. Because I'm obsessed about building businesses that give women a platform, I want to feature you. So if you text the word podcast to 310-496-8363, you can get your questions answered on our Q&A segment along with a shout out. And if you rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast, we're choosing someone every month to get coached and featured on our show. It just might be you. So let's get started.
welcome back to the show. I'm so excited about today's episode because I have somebody super special with me. You guys, if you don't know, I added this recent episode on Fridays because I really wanted to reach out to all of you and to talk with all of you, the listeners, everybody who's in it, who's out there creating what they want to create right now. And I wanted to bring the stories of like real time, real in the trenches entrepreneurs to you because I just think it's the best when we can find ourselves in people's stories. So today I have Lily Laurore with me of Sage and Onyx Soaps. Lily, welcome to the show. I'm so excited you're here.
Hi, Lori. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to hear all about your business. So just a little bit of backstory, you guys. I wanted to, bring on my listeners. So Lily had texted, we found Lily's awesome business. I wanted to hear all about her story and I wanted her to share it with all of you. So Lily, would you kind of tell us what you're up to, what your business is, and a little bit of the backstory?
Well, my business is a Sage Onyx Soapery. And so basically I just make handcraft body bath hair products from natural oils, essential oils, fragrance, and I try to make them fun. So not only is it going to be good for your skin, it also is going to make you feel happy.
They're so pretty too.
Thank you.
You have to go ahead over to her Instagram. Like they're just really, really beautiful, like handmade soap. So where did that come from? Like, where did you get this idea? Were you like, soap, this is it. This is what I want to do. Or what was the interest and how did you get started?
Soap was not my first love. I am already a science nerd. I love chemistry. So I knew I wanted to do something in that kind of field. So I joined the military. I was in the Army for 11 years and I was a technical chemical operator.
Wow.
So I did that for about 11 and a half years with many other jobs. Wasn't happy with that. Then I went to pharmacy tech school.
Wow.
After I decided to leave the military, started working with medicine. And that was the start of how I became, falling in love with making soaps. Because I would do it at school. We would learn how to make, creams and medicine. So I just told my instructor one day, let's make soap one day. And so I bought supplies for the class with my own money and we just made soaps and everyone liked it. And so from then on, I just did my own at home and then started giving out to people. People were like, okay, this is nice. You might think about doing something like this, for the future. And so it just slowly progressed from then. Yeah, I'm here now.
Okay, so it started out as kind of just like, oh, this is fun. I'm going to try this. I love the fact that you went and you spent your own money because I think a lot of people don't realize like, okay, if you want to try this, you got to like go and either ask somebody who would be interested or help you or all the things. So I know that you did some things where you, in the beginning of your business, that you were getting this up and started. Tell me about what that looked like when you went from the transition from like, yeah, this could be fun, like I'm enjoying this, to how in the heck do we make money off this?
Well, it was, I kind of did this part-time. So I was still working full-time and going to school. Mm-hmm. And I just thought, if this is something that I really wanted to do, I need to put enough time and energy because I believe whatever you put your energy into, that's what the universe is going to give you more of. And so I was always signing up for like extra shifts. And so I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want what I love to do. Making soap is what I want to, do for my future and make money off of it. And so just slowly just working and self-financing. Basically, I paid everything out of my pocket. I started small and it just continuously built my product, built my my recipes. And so from then on, that's how it started.
So I believe you were selling soap out of a parking lot. Tell me about that story.
Oh, yes. That was actually my first actual sale, official.
Okay.
Hey, I got some real money. It was just, I got a random email from, there's local coordinators out here. See, he said, it's not nothing formal. Just come in, whatever product you have, let's see how it goes. And so I literally just went out there. I bought a $20 tent at Walmart, $18 table, and I just laid my soaps out there. No label, no nothing. They just smelled really good. And so people would come by and just smell them and they really liked it. Yeah, I just started from a parking lot. And from then I was like, okay, this is okay. I can do this. And so I just watched other influencers, other soap makers, and I kind of took a, idea of how to build my business from there.
So what was next? Like you went from parking lots to like, how do I make this a consistent thing?
I started signing up for a lot of markets, market shows, farmers markets, little vending pop-up shop shows around town, just so people just, to get to know me.
Yeah. So then was that an often thing? Did you do that for a year? How long did you do that?
I did that. Yeah, I did that for about maybe 4 years with working. Yeah, with working, and I would work through the week, and then on the weekends I would sign up for a show and go from work and then straight to a show. Sometimes it would be like that.
Oh my gosh. So now where are you at? Where are you sitting right now with this? Where's the business at? And then we'll get into some questions.
Oh, right now the business I think is growing, and right now I'm at a public market. I have a lot of foot traffic, a lot of eyes see my product, and it's open every day. So it's kind of like a little mini store. So I'm happy to be there.
Are you full-time there?
Yes.
So this is your full-time thing now?
Yes. I quit my job, which was crazy. People thought I was crazy because I quit my job right when COVID started getting really bad. And so people are like, are you insane? You're quitting your job. You have money right there. People we're losing their jobs. And so I just took that leap and I had to do it.
Why'd you have to do it? What were you feeling?
I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy with what I was doing. I was stressed, and, I was like, life is too short. And if this is really in my soul, in my heart, then I'm going to, take that chance to see where it goes.
Yeah. You're like such an artist. I can tell just by like what. Did that replace your income?
It did.
Amazing. Like that's amazing. So I think what I want people to hear is just the journey of, how you got from this idea that you knew would make you happy to now. And it sounds like it was a 4 or 5 year venture to where you could replace your income. And I think so often we just think it's going to be like, oh, I should be doing this in a year, but it's oftentimes we like keep our quote unquote normal job, for a lot longer than we want to while we're creating this like side hustle. And I want everyone to hear, like, you did this in a parking lot. Like then, you probably hustled like crazy to figure out where you could make money and how you could make money. So, and in person too. And a lot of times that's what we have to do in the beginning is like go to the places where the people are, especially if if you don't have an online presence, then you actually have to go where the people are physically in person to do that. So tell me what your vision is for this, and then we'll ask some of your questions or answer some of your questions.
My vision, I would love to have an actual brick and mortar store. I would love to have a warehouse and maybe employ. I would like to employ people because I think I would be a fun boss. I don't know. Overall, just have a good environment, have my own business, maybe help wholesaling to other businesses. So that's definitely a plan that I would like to take it to, where I would take it.
Cool. Well, let's see if I can answer any of the questions. This is always where now it flips from you being nervous to me being nervous. Let's see if we can prefer or answer any of the questions. So what is kind of like the question that you're feeling stumped on right now?
Currently is getting over the fear of growing. So it's exciting, but at the same time, I'm so scared. I'm like, can I handle this? Will I be able to, create something, or I don't know. It's just getting over that fear. How do you get over that fear of when you start to see your business is growing?
Well, Lily, you don't. Like, you really don't. I wish I could tell you, you're going to be like, yeah, I feel so much better. But just like, I want you to think back to when you were like growing it. And the only way that you got over the initial fear of, is this going to work, is because you went to the parking lot and sold soap and someone bought it. Do you know what I mean?
So, I was just talking to another friend, Patrice Washington, and she said, it's like full faith and you got to give God or the universe, whatever you believe, something to bless. And that is like those big actions of like doing it when you're scared. So I always think of that when I'm taking those leaps is I'm like, how do I get over this? And the only way to get over it is to throw yourself in the fire and then be like, look, I took the action. Now you either bless it with, an immediate blessing or with a lesson, right? So it's like a blessing.
Yeah.
BLESSON.
Oh yeah. I like that.
So I will tell you, like, the more that you take those big actions, the more you're just going to gain so much confidence. And I think that I can honestly tell you that if you are where you are right now and you've taken this big of actions and you were willing to like show up as much as I know you had to show up to in order to replace your income, like you're going to be just fine. Like you're going to figure it all out. You're going to hire people when you need to hire people. You're going to reach out to people and ask when you need help. Like nobody has it figured out and you will for sure. Like I literally feel like freaked out every single day in this business. And then like fast forward 6 months and I'm like, I can't believe I did that. Like, I can't believe I actually got that figured out or worked hard enough to answer or find the answers to that question. So it's never that you're going to get over it. It's that you are willing. Like right now, it's like taking this commitment to yourself and saying, I'm not going to feel ready, but I'm so willing to show up for the work that it takes to grow this because you told me your why. Like, you're going to be an epic boss and you're going to change lives. And this is going to bless so many people because they're going to have someone to work for that they love. They're going to love what they're doing. It's going to be just like you, where they feel like they're in something that they enjoy. And then people are also going to enjoy the product. So yeah, I think we need to stop thinking about like, that it's scary and what happens if it fails. And it's like, okay, what happens if it succeeds? And what happens if I get this epic work environment with all of these awesome people that I can't wait to see every day and can't wait to work together and all of those things. So like whenever you feel scared, I think really focus on what that work environment's going to feel like for them, for you. What is that brick and mortar on the inside going to feel like when you walk in every day? Like paint that really vivid picture. I attach myself to the vision every day and I stop thinking about, or I do my best to not think about the fear. I was on a podcast the other day with a guy who ended up selling his alcohol company for millions of dollars. And I was like, how did you get over the fear of like growing? The same question you just asked me. And he was like, I just didn't let myself focus on the fear long. I switched to the vision. It's like, I just wouldn't let myself sit there. And he's like, I went straight to the vision. I was like, touche. All right. Yeah. So I think just catching yourself when you're focusing on the fear and switching into the vision, and you just keep moving forward.
Understood. Yeah. Yes, I believe that. As far as, well, you with you growing your brand and your business, what influenced you the most? Was it business, other business gurus, or was it through books or just other people did you seen? How did you?
This is so interesting. It was like it's probably like you told me you had such like different backgrounds, like so many different things that you have done, and you're a creative and you were in science and you were, all of just these different life experiences. And I think that people who enjoy a lot of different things like you and I think what ends up happening is that we start realizing that we can create a life where all of those roads intersect. Like we can take all of those learnings and have them intersect into something. And I would say that all of the different things that influenced me were like, I loved podcasts. I love books. I love learning from other people. I would say that the biggest thing was just like paying attention to what lit me up and gave me energy and whose story I wanted to adopt as my own. Like, and the stories of like, oh, that burnt out entrepreneur over there, like, yes, they might've sold their company for whatever, millions of dollars, but they're exhausted. Like, I was like, I don't want to adopt that story. So maybe I'll take this piece from that and this piece from that. And kind of I pieced together what I wanted. And I know that your question was like, what was your biggest influence? But I think it was just my life lessons that I was influenced by the people, the podcasts, the books, and I would say paying attention. I was most influenced. Oh, I'll share one with you. I was at a mastermind and a speaker came in. His name was Rob Dyrdek. He is actually the host of MTV Ridiculousness, but he is like an entrepreneur through and through. He's an investor. He's a creator. He's owned a bunch of different companies. He was a professional skater. Like he just had all of these different backgrounds, and he had come in and spoke, and he had said, he had a beautiful life set up where he had time with his family. He had great businesses. He was doing what he loved. And I was like, I want to emulate that. And he really started talking about how he set his life up. And he said, I don't do anything that doesn't bring me energy. Like if it drains my energy, I just start to pay attention to that. And I either don't do it. I won't show up for it. I won't work with those people, or I kind of hire out whatever that is not bringing me energy. We can't do that all, immediately. But I think that was one of the biggest things that influenced me, and what's influencing me now is the reminder of if it doesn't light you up and bring your energy, try to figure out how you can start to either outsource it, hire for it, or don't do it, or don't hang around those people, or get out of it, or pivot faster. And it's not that things won't be hard, but at least if they give you energy, you'll have the energy to complete the hard things. So that was a huge influential moment for me about 5 years ago that completely changed my life. And my life didn't change really fast because I was in a lot of things that I loved, but weren't bringing me as much energy as I initially had hoped they would. So that was a huge influencer. I really listen to people who have the stories in the lives that I want to emulate, and try to kind of not adopt the ideas of those who don't. So what's coming up for you right now around your business?
Right now I'm just trying to actually just keep everything in stock. I've been selling out a lot, which I'm totally grateful for. Yeah. So, and plus I'm the only one. I am a one-woman show right now. I make, I ship, I pack. And so just doing all of those. So that's my main focus right now. I have a lot of wholesale going on. Yeah.
Are you online?
Yes, I am online.
You're online. Okay. And what's the website?
Website is www.sosoapery.com.
So if you were, and just random question for where you're at in your business, but if you were to fundraise or do a We Fund type of thing where it was crowdfunding, what would you use that money for? Is that something that you are interested in? Have you ever looked at that?
No, I haven't looked at that at all. I'm still trying to figure out everything basically on my own. So that's taking some time, and I'm just trying to piece everything together. But I would love to do something like that. If I would do something like that, I'll probably use it to fund probably minority programs around the community, give back to the community, because they support me a lot. So anything that I can use it to just give back to the community.
Very cool. Well, there's programs out there. I know that I Fund Women is crowdfunding, so that if you were looking into the brick and mortar or more product, that's always something fun to go and look at. Just play around on that website and see what's possible just for, getting funding into your business. But do you have any last questions? We've got about 5 minutes left.
No, I think that covered it all for me.
Well, I'm so grateful for you. Thank you for showing up and sharing all about your business with everyone and what it takes. What would you tell people is one of the biggest lessons that you have learned that's important for them to remember in business?
Don't give up. I say, don't give up. If you have a dream, you have a passion, and it's in your heart, follow it.
All right, Lily, I'm so grateful for you. You guys, if you love this episode, make sure you give Lily a shout out. Lily, what is your Instagram handle?
My Instagram is Sage Onyx Soapery, just one word. And that's also my Facebook as well.
Awesome. So give her a shout out, Sage Onyx Soapery. You guys can go check out her beautiful soaps if you are in the market for smelling amazing and for luxury soaps that are beautiful, beautiful gifts as well. So thank you so much, Lily. You guys, until next time, earn your happy. Bye, everyone. Hey, do you know what the big secret is this year? And it shouldn't be a secret because this should be your biggest focus. It is building your community. I am always working on building and nurturing my community, and everyone is talking about the power of community. Without an online community, you just cannot grow organically or create a real movement, which is what I know that we're all after. And you can build trust or monetize your audience. When you get community right, not only does your audience grow faster, but so do your sales. But where's everybody going to be managing their communities these days? And a lot of online entrepreneurs and thought leaders are turning to Circle.so. Circle is an all-in-one community platform. It lets you host content and create discussions, live streams, group chats, and memberships all under your own brand. And what's so cool about Circle.so is that you don't even need a website or Facebook group. Instead, Circle lets you build your own community site where you can host content and manage your members. You can even create locked and unlocked content spaces, groups, and classes. How freaking cool is that? You can put your content behind a paywall too, and you can charge different amounts of money for different spaces on your community site. Circle.so is famously easy to use, and it has a free 14-day trial for you, so you can go check it out, see if you like it, see if you love all the options. Just go to Circle.so. Go check it out right now, you guys. Imagine being able to manage your community, start group chats and live classes, and accept payments all in one place. Kind of mind-blowing since this is usually spread all over the place. You have to log into so many different things. If this is the year to capture, organize, and monetize your community, head over to Circle.so. You can get a free trial and start building your online community right now. Just go to Circle.so. You guys, you get the 14-day free trial. So just go and see if it's for you. It's going to streamline everything and make your life so much easier. It's so freaking cool. Hey y'all, I'm so excited to share with you, Earn Your Happy is now part of Growth Day Podcast Network. A bunch of us are coming together to bring more growth to the world and support shows and brands that we truly believe in. And one of my friends is also on the network, and I'd love for you to go subscribe to his show. You guys, Trent Shelton has the most incredible podcast. It's called Straight Up with Trent Shelton, and it's going to remind you that you are built for this. I have heard Trent speak in person multiple times. I've listened to his podcast a ton. He's coming on the show, and I literally cannot wait because this man just spits straight fire. It is like truth that goes to your core and makes you take action right away. If you want one of those podcasts that when you're just out on a walk, you can't help but want to start running and run through a wall in your life, this is the show to go listen to. So you guys, make sure that you go subscribe to the show, Straight Up with Trent Shelton. You're going to love it. Want to know a huge secret to my success? Okay, not only my success, but just about every single person that I have interviewed on this podcast who is successful has this in common. You guys, they love to journal. They capture their life lessons and what they're grateful for. But a lot of people don't keep this up consistently. And most people do know that the research shows that journaling deepens your gratitude and increases self-awareness. But did you also know that journaling decreases stress and helps you achieve your goals faster? In fact, journaling is a huge differentiator between average performers at work and high-performing people. It leads to longer-term clarity, confidence, and success. So why don't more people journal? Why didn't I journal consistently? Honestly, they don't like staring at a blank page. It's hard to carry a book around with you or a notepad, and they just don't even know what to write about, or they just forget. That's why I know that you're going to love Growth Day. It's the world's #1 system for self-improvement, and it's like all-in-one personal development in an app. And it has an awesome digital journal, and people love it. Growth Day's digital journal has hundreds of research-backed writing prompts for self-reflection, positive mindset, confidence building, and success. I use them all the time, and it makes me think in ways that I typically don't, and it makes me ask myself better questions, which we all know gets better results in our life. It even has prompts that help you develop a daily, weekly, or monthly habit of reflecting on your life and identifying areas to grow. So it's a perfect time of year to start journaling, you guys. When you sign up at Growth Day, you also get systems for habit tracking, goal setting, and scoring, and improving every area of your life. Best of all, I get to teach there too, you guys. I'm so excited. I hope that I get to see you. I teach live in Growth Day every single month with a new topic just for you. So join me there. Start your free trial at growthday.com/Lori.